How are you? Let's go.
Let's
What is up?
go.
What is up and what is down? Let me tell you what is up and what is down. Week 16 is flipped on its head. That's right. Hello, Fantasy Goats. I am your shepherd alongside the man, the myth, the legend, the man that's back from foreign lands to come and propel us to championships. The War Chief, ladies and gentlemen. The War Chief is back. And of course,
Good afternoon.
the other steward, the other semi-shepherd, commissioner of all things fantasy, all leagues, the commissioner himself, the rhinoceros. Rhino Claus. Where's Rhino Claus? There it is. Rhino Claus.
Rhino Claus.
Rhino Claus. I saw Rhino Claus last night for a little bit. I was watching a little Rhino Claus and the War Chief, and then it was time to leave. As a matter of fact,
It's time to go.
It was time to leave the party. Yeah, and then I was occupied on the way home from close to MetLife Stadium, pretty close. Speaking of MetLife Stadium, do you want to just jump into the two New York football teams? All right, good games. Next.
Yep.
I didn't watch any of the Giants or the Jets games.
There was nothing to watch. There's nothing to watch. I thought I mean, like, I think intentionally, I don't think Jackson Dart threw a pass until the second quarter or maybe the second half.
He didn't complete a pass until the 3-minute mark of the second quarter.
He didn't complete a pass, but he was throwing the ball though, correct?
Yeah, it just wasn't completing them.
Yeah, that was a freaking joke. That was a joke. And that was a bad setup for them. That was going to be a bad setup for them. And everyone and their grandmother around here knew it. But
Minnesota's down to their third quarterback now?
Back to their third quarterback, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, they're back to their third quarterback now, right? Because McCarthy hurt his hand.
Yeah. Yeah, so
JT put up 85 yards today.
Oh my God! Another guy who's going to cost me. I was talking about it. I was talking about it yesterday. I broke my own rule. I broke the golden rule. You don't mess around. You start your studs. I left Stafford on the bench. I started McCarthy. I'm paying for it today.
See, I put Stafford on the bench. I started Cousins. He did all right. He did all right.
Kirko, baby, Kirko. He did all right because I mean at least that game indoors gonna have some points. You got his weapon back. He rushed one in, which you got. Everyone that was I don't want to say luck, but that's not something that you would typically see.
No.
I want to get back to 9. I saw him being evaluated on the sideline, and the trainers doing whatever the trainers do. Medical professionals do whatever they do, like feeling around, testing around. They must have hit the spot because he looked like he was crying, or he probably wasn't, but you knew that there was something wrong. He was like ruled out right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was real immediately.
He was pretty much ruled right out after that. So yeah, we're back to Brosmer. JJ though, yeah, that's something that we were looking at on this past Thursday's Outlook show. What we were paying attention to, and the regression is due, and now it's a matter of touchdown regression as well because he didn't get into the end zone this week, but still, nevertheless, we know that the targets were there. We knew that the catches will come, the yards come from that, and it's all. I mean, maybe obviously a little bit too late, a little too late, but I know that B Goat, the motherfucking B Goat, I had a bad day. A good thing I was on the bye. You were on the bye, weren't you? Yes, Superman.
My buddy, well, Don Wayne, he sent me a picture. It's like Junkins just blew out his knee.
Yeah.
He sent me a picture. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, no.
Is it non-contact or?
No, he got tackled.
It was on the play. Yeah, it was. Yeah, he's done.
Like Nick Chubb blow out his knee or?
Well, I don't know if I know they're still evaluating, but he definitely broke his leg. Like it was bad.
Judkins or Chubb?
No, Judkins.
Junkins. Oh, so he broke his leg. Okay.
Yeah, but it could be an ACL thing too. I don't know anything about Chubb.
No. Judkins is in bad shape right now, unfortunately. Unfortunately, because at this late in the season, B-Goat, who knows what kind of rehab is in front of him, and whether you can make it back by next September. Because of course you have to ramp up and train, and let's just pay attention to Dylan Sampson now. Why don't we just start that?
Oh, no kidding.
Superman had a bad day. Good thing I didn't need him until next week. I hope he could bounce back. Of course he's going to bounce back. B-Goat. There's Frankie Goats. There's the Frankie motherfucking Goats. Of course he's going to bounce back. Would we expect Josh Allen to have 2 poor games? No, I wouldn't expect Josh Allen to have 1
Absolutely not.
It was just, and the Browns defense isn't
the slouch.
They're not like the Raiders defense, or they're a good defense.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no. Of course, they're a very good defense. But, there was something about going into this game, going into Cleveland, where we kind of just felt like that team was just going to maybe just lay down to the Bills, and they didn't lay down to the Bills.
They almost won
at 3-10. They didn't lay down. Here's the other thing, though, B-Goat, and maybe the Rhino and the War Chief know this ahead of what I'm about to say. The only thing that I could see happening here with Josh Allen next week is if they already got something locked up where they can't get the 1 seed round. We know the Eagles are almost pretty much locked up. They won the division. I don't know if they can move any higher, but they might.
No, they're still trying to win the division.
Yeah, the Bills don't have anything locked up. They still have a chance for the.
But what if New England loses?
Then they're absolutely playing. They're absolutely playing the rest.
It doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter, right? Josh Allen is most likely going to play a full game no matter what happens. Tonight.
Yeah, no matter what. Yeah.
All right. Good. And if the Eagles, again, you don't really care about the Eagles part of it, but I don't know if they could perhaps move from 3 to 2. And I highly doubt they get 1 altogether. So lost Chuckins and Rico's in a slump. The good thing was A-Chain still looked good and Harvey looked really good.
Okay, so he brought up A-Chain. That was one of our talking points Thursday. What we're looking for, Joe Shiesty came back to life today. Chase Brown, just Jamar Chase and Higgins, they did good. They looked good. And then I'll say this too. Quinn Ewers didn't look bad at all. He didn't look that bad.
No, he didn't look bad. No. I definitely agree with you there. He did not look bad.
Oh, fractured fibula and dislocated ankle. Damn.
Yeah.
Did Quinn Ewers
and the other one was deep throw, but he didn't look bad.
So does Quinn Ewers look like someone that could possibly start for the Dolphins next season?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know yet. Let's see him play another team. I think don't they play the Bucs? Who do they play next week? They play some team that's or the Ravens. They play. They have a non-divisional game next week, because then week 18 they play the Panthers again, which I would expect the Bucs to win. That would be that's not the Dolphins. The Dolphins have one of these teams sandwiched in somewhere. Well, it's no longer a sandwich. There'll be 2 games left. Yeah, Rico's in a kind of a slump. You know that the Bucs were going to kind of play them tough, not just because it's in division, but because of how they've been slumping, the Bucs. So you knew that they were going to try to at least put the clamps down, and I kind of feel like they did for the better part of the game. They only put the Carolina 23 points, right? 23-20.
What's going on in Mayfield? What do you guys think is going on in Mayfield?
I don't think there's necessarily anything going on with him. I just think it's I just kind of think it's the kind of
a lot though.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just kind of like the flow of how things are going, and I think he's getting all his weapons back at one time. He had to rely on a Emeka Egbuka, and now he can go back, and it's just not as comfortable. I mean, I think it's a lot of things. I think he was injured for a good bit of time, and he's kind of getting healthier, but he's still not the same. I think it's a lot of things. I don't know if you can just squarely blame this on Baker.
No, I'm not. But it's weird because he had been rolling pretty good, and then the last 4 or 5 games, it seems like he's missing something's going on. I don't know. Ever since he had the shoulder injury on his non-throwing, it seems like he hasn't been playing up to his capability.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think that's a part of it too. I think it's a lot of things.
And then Bucky, when did Sean Tucker take over red zone carries?
Yeah,
what the hell?
I don't know what's up with that. They don't use him in the passing game anymore.
No,
they don't use him at the goal line. They just use him as a 20 to 20 running back, and that's it. I don't know what's going on there.
He's got about 80 yards, right? I mean,
yeah. I mean that's solid, but
that's not that's yeah. if there were no receptions or yards with yards in the air, that's not a good game. I'm seeing 80 yards is solid for football purposes.
Yeah,
but for where I wanted to pull this up here. Might as well just pull this up.
And Bryce Young is just he's cooking right now. Panthers look good.
Jatavian Sanders is cooking. Jatavian Sanders. I know he was the second recipient of a Bryce Young touchdown, and Tet did get there for the Tet managers. Well, we're happy about that. But Jalen Coker we're not happy about. That's a loser. Jalen Coker.
What, 4 catches?
He's a loser.
50 yards, something like that. They threw to him in the red zone, but I can't remember who was covering him. Made a good play on the ball.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll get that advanced stuff for tomorrow's show at 6 p.m. Fantasy Goats will go through the key takeaways from Week 16. I know Emeka Egbuka. That's the only one who I really know firmly. Stat line 1 for 40. Not good.
Not good.
And he should have been a sit across the board, and I hope he was. No, that's not good. Tampa Bay receiving. That's what I want. I want the receiving. That's what I want. He had 2 targets, 9 targets, 5 catches for Evans. 31 yards. 30 yards for Godwin on 6 targets. 31 yards for Evans. 40 yards on a 40-yard pass. That wasn't like it wasn't like he had a like.
Sorry, let's just catch the end of the Steelers game.
Oh, it was a flag.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah.
Are the Lions going to win?
I don't know. I don't know if they're going to win or not. No, it ain't looking like it. Not after that.
Oh, that's too bad.
Pass interference against Detroit.
Yeah, against Detroit, Isaac Tesla.
Oh, my Jalen Warren work is done. So, like at that point, I'd like the Lions. Oh, I don't know if we want the Lions for Sniper. I don't know if we want that. The Steelers. I don't want the Steelers to win. I prefer the Steelers not to win, but I don't really want the Lions to win either. That's tricky. That's a tricky proposition right there.
And I'd rather have JMO of a touchdown myself. So,
yeah, Harold Fannon's a league winner. Holy God Almighty! Harold Fannin got it on. I guess you could call it like I don't know if that was a tush push or more like a fullback style rush. He got in that way. He got in on the air. I'd like the Steelers to win. I'd like Aaron Rodgers to win. I'd like the Steelers to win. I don't want either team to win. Could they both lose? I'd like them both to lose. I'd like the Ravens to beat the Patriots tonight. That's what I want. I want the Patriots to beat the Ravens. I mean, I want the Ravens to beat the Patriots. I want the Steelers to lose. I want this to get crazy.
Yeah.
In week 18. I don't want to see this division crowned. No, not at all. But yeah, no. I want to let's get back to Baker.
Yeah.
Real fast, and then let's move on to a good game. I think it's a mixed bag, and it's not mixed with that many things. I think it's a mixed bag of maybe a little banged up, maybe regression, where like okay, fine, like maybe I wasn't like this. I don't want to say not this talented because he is talented. Maybe like okay, like it's just natural part of the game, where you don't throw 40 touchdowns every season. We know this. And some injury to the offensive line. How about that as well? Let's mix that in there. Let's mix in that they're not very good in terms of being consistent with the run game. And yeah, while he's got tons of weapons in the wide receiver room, right? Two of these guys were barely on the field at the same time for most of the season. Barely. Yeah. They were barely on. So, like, while Emeka Egbuka and Tez Johnson was, like, keeping them above water, now you've got all your weapons. And, again, it's like, okay, maybe teams have got them figured out. And their defense isn't the same.
Yeah.
Not the same. Welcome back, JX. Even though I can't see you, I can hear you.
Why can't see me?
Why can't you? I can see him. I see him right now. Derrick Henry tonight, please. With the help of Derrick Henry tonight, please. Welcome back, JX. Even though I can't see you, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Do you see me? This is the face of a shepherd who's battling right now in the semifinals. So I want the Patriots to win in one league. I want the Ravens to win in another. I got Drake May and Trey in that league where the Rhinos saw me draft closed circuit. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Let's get on to let's get on to a marquee game. Rhino. Let's get on to what we just witnessed in Denver.
Hey, okay. I'm glad you brought it up. Can you guys put some respect on Trevor Lawrence's name now? Huh?
Absolutely.
Because if I remember right, beginning of the season, nobody liked him. I was the only one that liked him. And he's slowly working his way in top 10 right now. And he did some damage. He did. He played good, man. And then when they're talking about what they did to his adjustments, just in his footwork and stuff. It's crazy how something like that, it seems something so small can make that big of a difference in his mechanics.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, this is an individual. This is a coach who actually was responsible for turning around Baker along with Dave Canales, right? I mean, they were both on this. They were both on the Bucs at the same time. So, I mean, yeah, I guess that has to be part of it. It has to be, and I think that the rest of the players are pretty much executing all their role, man. They are Quincy G, baby, motherfucking Quincy Goat.
And Patrick Bryant got laid the hell out, man.
He got smoked.
He got smoked hard, man.
He got smoked.
It's sad. It's sad seeing somebody get carted off on a cart like that. Quincy Goat.
That was Pat Bryant?
Yeah, it's Pat Bryant. Got laid out.
I was hoping it was someone else.
That's just wrong.
It is. I'm feeling wrong. But not with GQ, baby. GQ, what a Goat, man. Beat my point by 30 as the CMC and Henderson to play. You sat Emeka, right? You had to have sat Emeka Egbuka for whopping 5 points that he got, whoever benched him. Hopefully, everybody benched him. Michael Wilson. Could we see Arizona use 2 tight ends again next week against Cincinnati? We got the word that Marvin Harrison was going to get eased back into this plan. Eased back into it. What if he's not eased back into the plans for next week and they don't use 2 tight ends as much? I wouldn't expect Trey McBride to not play or not get production next week. That's what I wouldn't expect. I don't know if they're gonna. I mean, that guy Higgins has really been a non-factor all year. B-Goat.
Except today.
Except for today. That's why we came into the show. We led with this today. Week 16 was turned upside down. Turned upside down. Except for unless your name is Quincy. Jalen Warren is getting you a 40 burger, 2 touchdowns. And those weren't just like 2 1-yarders. Those were 2 long runs.
Yeah.
Could we see Arizona use? I mean,
I don't think so.
Maybe, but I wouldn't expect Higgins to be part of the offensive attack. What I would expect is Marvin Harrison to get more work. Not that it may completely revert Michael Wilson back to Michael Wilson, but
and they targeted him twice in the red zone.
And they targeted Marvin.
And like they said, what Marvin Harrison brings to him is he can take the top off the defense. So,
but that's so crazy, guys. No, he can't. No, he can't. That's not what Marvin Harrison does.
It's not what we want. It's not what we want him to do.
No, but that's not what he's even good at. No, he's not supposed to be taking the top off a defense. To this question, Sniper, I wonder how long the Arizona head coach will have his job. Time is ticking.
No.
He needs to be gone.
Goodbye.
They didn't do it yet, so I mean, I'm not sure what they're waiting for. To I guess to see how the team performs now. I mean, they're not performing well. How about that? Yeah.
Well, and they might say, well, everybody in their defense is hurt and blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
That team is a mess.
How many coaches get fired in 2 weeks?
It's usually around 5, right? Altogether, 5 or 6 altogether.
Yeah.
Usually, I mean, isn't that standard practice? Five coaches and now looking for jobs. How about them Raiders? They woke up.
It was a fluke, Mel. It was a fluke. They still lost.
That was kind of fluky. That's not even a joke.
No.
I'm not sure what the Texans were thinking. What did Ashton Genty all of a sudden became the Ashton Genty that everybody was drafting in the first round, or the late 1-2 turn, and then all of a sudden against one of the best defenses.
Yeah.
You hear how I'm saying that in past tense, almost one of the best was one of the.
Yeah, I mean Stroud didn't play worth a shit today. They played. Houston played down to the Raiders level.
No run.
And every once in a while, a blind squirrel will find a damn nut. So,
but it makes you rethink that, though. It makes me recalibrate on the Texans. If the Raiders could almost go into Houston, almost beat Houston. Anybody can.
I think.
How's that team? That was the same team that sacked.
Okay, who the Texans play next?
I think it might be the Colts.
Yeah, so they're probably looking past the Raiders and looking towards the Colts.
Yeah, I mean, it's professional football. I feel like it's any given Sunday. Any given Sunday, if you're not locked in, this can happen. So we saw it a couple weeks against Carolina, Rams. I think we kind of saw it today against Cleveland and Buffalo too. Like, you know, if you're not really like locked in on the team you're playing, you know, things can slip. You could potentially lose, not look to yourself. But I don't think it's an indication of how good or bad their defense really is.
Not at all. I still think Carroll's gone. I saw something funny about that. If Carroll's fired, that he might be in play for the Browns. That'd be the most Browns thing ever to do, too.
Look at Parker. Look at Peter Parker. Had a game.
No, he had absolute day.
He had a fucking game, Peter Parker. Jacoby was due not to. I mean, of course, we would have liked to. He dropped one. He dropped one in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
That is just uncharacteristics. I would go back to Jacoby next week without a problem.
Oh yeah, in a heartbeat.
Without a problem. Brian Thomas showed us why he's Brian Thomas.
Man, I'll tell you what.
You go tell us.
No,
please.
I'm just saying, man. Like it's just crazy looking at this stat sheet. If I would have showed you this stat sheet this time last year, you'd have said, "Oh, did Brian Thomas get hurt in the first quarter?" Like that's what you would have said to me. But no, he played the whole game, and Bretton Strange is scoring touchdowns, having 5 receptions. Parker Washington's having 6 for 145. He's getting out targeted by Jacoby Myers by damn near 3 times. I mean, I know it may sound crazy, but I think Brian Thomas really might be on his way out.
I think so too.
There's no way that you can have. I mean, you signed Jacoby long term. You got Parker, who has a good relationship with Trevor. Strange, of course, is always going to be there as a tight end 1, and Travis is coming back. You gotta get value for somebody, and the guy who has the most value that's expendable is Brian Thomas Jr.
Good point.
And they could get probably a second or a third for him.
Travis is coming back.
Yeah, Travis coming back, and he's going to play wide receiver. He's not playing D-back. He's not.
And you got Bretton Strange. It's very strange. Got Tyler Warren.
Strange things.
Very strange. So, like, okay, strange 5 plus 4, that's 9. And add the 6, 15 points for the tight end. That's not bad. No, I could live with that. It's the 9. I can't live with that. The 9 stinks. 8 stinks.
6.7.
Campbell had a 40. K. Campbell Soups. K. Campbell.
No, the linebacker for the Lions.
That would be Jack.
Jack Campbell.
That would be Jack Campbell.
Thought that was Kevin Campbell, sniper.
Kevin
Campbell.
That's Jack Campbell's twin brother.
Yep.
What's an OPI? Offensive
pass interference.
What's an OPI? I've got examples of OPIs staring me right in the face. Jake Campbell. No typo. B-Goat Houston has the Chargers next week. Houston. Chargers. Let's give some flowers again. Back-to-back road games. Hampton did get there for us. I'm not sure whether Quentin Williams was playing the full game or not. It didn't matter. Lad McConk's got in there for us. Justin Herbert, I think, led the team in rushing, if I'm not mistaken. Or it got damn close. He was leading the team at one point, I think. I could be wrong. I might be B-Goat.
And Quentin Johnson, hey, welcome back, I guess.
Nah. Now welcome back for week 16. We'll see you next year. We'll see. Maybe he might get a nice catch in the playoffs. That's not someone that we could really trust in fantasy. I don't care who stands on their head and says so.
And Pickens outproduced Lamb.
Woo! Curious George. What a bomb catch. And I mean a bomb.
Yes.
George Pickens, yes, he got his head right. But they went into this game knowing that they were eliminated, so it's kind of like free playing at that point. But the Chargers didn't care.
No, they're still playing for a better playoff spot.
Mm-hmm.
Houston has the Chargers next week. I don't like what I saw out of this Houston defense today. I don't like it, what the Raiders did. So, but the Chargers now, the Chargers are going to go in there and going to be like, yo, screw you, screw that, screw your defense.
Yeah, I'm on the opposite end. I don't like what I saw from the Houston offense.
That's too.
That's where I'm at too.
That's where I'm at.
I could subscribe to that, right, Trongo, baby? Yeah. The Tron, motherfucker Tron. Oh, yeah.
It's been so mediocre all year, and you have opportunity against a really bad team to kind of show out and do something, and you did nothing. It doesn't look like it's getting any better from here. If they do make their way, it's going to be because of the defense. And just the defense.
The defense pretty much been carrying them too for the most part.
Like if I have Nico Collins in the championship next week, I'm sweating. I'm sweating. I got Nico Collins.
Tron Goat, what up, man?
Tron.
Now, these two teams? They played last year, and it was the Texans that eliminated.
Oh,
the Chargers,
they smoke checked them.
Oh yeah, they did.
They smoke checked them in the playoffs.
Yes, they did.
MLF, my league of fantasy, should have kept Jacobs out. He did the same thing when our kicker McManus was injured, kept him in the game for several weeks. Stupid. We could talk about that. Why don't we talk about that, War Chief? Maybe you guys talked about it last night. No,
because
the game. That's right. Yeah. That's right. So what? Jacobs did 60 total yards. I know that. And I know Emmanuel Wilson did about 80 total yards. I know that. And I also know that the Bears came back on them in overtime with a dime.
That was a beautiful damn throw from Caleb.
With a dime to DJ Moore.
Yeah, absolutely was.
But going into Saturday, so Friday, let's rewind back to Friday. The reports are coming in that he's probably not going to play, as in not probable to play, probably not going to play. And earlier in the week, after re-aggravating his knee, his contusion, it wasn't cooperating with him after the Bronco game. So now it's a short week, and he's pretty banged up. But
ankle injury too. There's an ankle injury too. It came out.
But Tom Pelissero from the NFL Network said if it were up to Jacobs, he is going to play. They left it up to Jacobs. Now, Sniper says she doesn't agree with Matt LaFleur. If Jacobs is going to tell the training staff, the physicians, whatever the hell the case is, all those people in there, like, yo, I'm playing. I feel good. Should it be up to the head coach at that point? Be like, yo, listen, man.
Yeah, should be up to the head coach. He's the head
coach. Well, explain to us what happened during the game then. What happened during the game then? Did Jacob say he wanted out? I don't think he did, because Emmanuel Wilson finished the game.
After the fumble.
Yeah, like he finished the game. Like Emmanuel Wilson was carrying the rock for a quarter and a half in the OT. It was Emmanuel Wilson's backfield. So I mean, it looks like Emmanuel Wilson's a good guy to hold right now.
You guys remember? No. And that leads me to the next point, JX, because I find it interesting that. Because he went into the Bronco game questionable, and he left the Bronco game with 2 touchdowns, but only on 11, 12 attempts.
Yeah.
So, like they said, he was going to be on a pitch count. They said it, and that's exactly where they stopped him at 12. Well, guess what the number was yesterday? They stopped him on 12, and that was the end of it. And now, and then Matt LaFleur may have been saying that, since Emmanuel Wilson was doing so good, there was no reason for that. That's That's nonsense. You're right. That's actual bullshit coach speak.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is he going to say? Yeah, we shouldn't have had him out there because he was banged up and he's hurt. No, he's never going to say that.
Well,
who is the coach?
It's looking pretty decently that me playing him isn't going to hurt my chances to move into two different championship games next week. So,
do you guys remember that
Yep.
unstopped penalty?
Yep.
Brown, Henry, Elmer, London Kittle, Mike Wilson. That all here. Lastly on the Jacobs thing, because it sucks because he was hurt and he played. I'm glad we are talking about this. Trump goat baby. But you'll see a lot of these guys. You hear about them being in a walking boot, being on crutches after the game, so on and so forth. I think a lot of that is so they're not adding pressure onto something that's already problematic, right? It's not like, he's on crutches or he's in an air cast, but I think these are protocols that I think a lot of teams, if not all teams, put in place just so they're not, so you're not walking and putting pressure on it. Look, I get it, Rhino. So you may lose 2 semis, but
I might know. It's like I go win.
All right, even if whether you win or lose, there's something that there's some sort of silver lining that we can take away from some of this. When we get reports that a player this late in the season is kind of more likely to be out versus will play on his own will play if it's up to him, and then we get the word that he is active, we should use this as a caution and a more serious one. Now, and I'm going to leave it with a caveat, Snipes and Tron Goat and whoever else is listening to the Shepherd. We're not having this conversation either if Jacobs would have had the same game that he had in Denver.
Even if you just punched it in and only had maybe 50 yards rushing, maybe 60 yards total offense. If you had punched it in, then we'd be a little bit upset, but not as upset because
of course, in fantasy purposes, yes, of course. It sucks, but we would not have been saying that if it would have been a 12-point game with that touchdown, right? Or maybe a 14-point RB2 game. And here's the other thing, right? And I believe that I would hope that Mel would agree with this. So that Josh Jacobs being out there didn't hurt the team, really. It didn't hurt the outcome. We could pinpoint it to a few other areas. We most certainly can. How about you lost your quarterback, right? Jordan. I mean, not that Malik Willis did badly, but he's not.
Malik Willis looked pretty good.
No, he didn't. Malik Willis is probably the best backup in the league right now, and he has been for a while. So it's not like. Jordan Love goes out, so Malik Willis and the playbook gets shrunk to Malik Willis's abilities, which are good. My God, Micah. There's no Micah to go running around, and special teams. Again, the catastrophic special teams.
Yep, that was
special teams. The game's over if that ball is in his stomach. The game's over.
Hands team. It's the hands teams out there. Wasn't a freaking defensive tackle or linebacker that they can't get is Dobbs. That's inexcusable.
That wasn't Dobbs.
I thought it was Dobbs.
Dobbs. No way.
Yeah, that was Romeo Dobbs. That was Romeo Dobbs who bobbled that ball. Yeah.
Are you kidding? That wasn't Romeo Dobbs.
Yeah, it was.
Number 88. That was not 88.
It was 87. He's 87.
87? It's not 87. It wasn't 87 either.
Hey, look.
I don't think that was Romeo Dobbs.
I made bets. I bet you $1,000 it was Romeo Dubs right now.
No way. That wasn't Romeo. That looked like someone else.
Add to this too is they came out that Malik Willis hurt his shoulder.
Oh damn.
Too. So because you saw him get hurt, what, 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, something like that, maybe. And they thought that Jacobs was going to come in and be a mercy quarterback.
Well, so Jacobs could have went back in the game. I need confirmation that was number 87 Romeo Dobbs, and I don't want it from Sniper either. Could you AI that right now or something? Let me get over here. Michael B. Goat.
Let's get the Trump.
With Love having a concussion, if Love doesn't play, do you think they sit Jacobs? I mean, this is a must-win, isn't it? Like the Packers weren't eliminated. They must win this game upcoming, and I have a kind of feeling that Love will clear. It's Jacob that's more of a concern right now than the concussion of Love. That would be more of a concern to me. But then it's really not, though. You might as well just sit him and give Emmanuel Wilson the full workload. That's Jacobs / Emmanuel Wilson really shouldn't determine the outcome of the football game. It shouldn't. Not the sole reason of determining the outcome. If you want to take the argument of you should have sat Jacobs, you should have put your foot down. No pun intended. You should have put your foot down and sat him because we need you fully healthy for a wild card round or for the playoffs. Then LaFleur should have put his foot down. But I don't know if they operate. I don't know if teams operate like that. I really don't. I don't think they. I don't. And
McVay would operate like that. I want to see McVay letting Puka or Kyron or Adams.
I don't know if teams operate like that in terms of when it comes to checking in with the player, checking in with the medical staff, and looking into a player's eye and trusting them that they're good to go. And I mean, I don't know what goes into that, what's entailed. Or is the training set, or is this Any Given Sunday, right? Seen that movie?
Yeah.
Right? Like how the trainer, the actual trainer is trying to go against Lawrence Taylor. No, I can't give you another shot. Right? But then the doctor wants him to go out there. The trainer doesn't want him to go out there. They put him out there. He almost kills himself. Right? He almost dies because he got hit again. I don't know what really goes into, I'm good. I'm okay. They look at it. They say, okay, the swelling went down. Are you sure you're okay? Yeah, I'm good.
Trump goes up with a 73% chance to win, up by almost 17 points with CMC and Niners kicker left. But has Henry and Kittle left.
Tyrone, I know. And we told you, Tyrone, you shouldn't be afraid of names. If my names would have played today, I actually probably would have won, but my names didn't perform. You got to see how it all plays out. And look at you. You're about to win. 73% chance to win with CMC and Niners kicker left.
Minshew possibly towards ACL.
I can't believe that.
Kansas City's down their third string quarterback. This is setting up for them to be able to draft Julian Love. I'm telling you right now. It's setting them up to draft Julian Love.
Who was on special teams play?
Mel told you.
From the Packers.
Rhino, the Kansas City's quarterback that went in for mention his name.
I'm not going to say his name.
You don't have to, but I instantly thought of you. I was like, yeah, I know Rhino have a tough time with that one.
Oh God, I thought that was like, God, dude, I'm not going to attempt to say that name.
I've never heard that guy. I've never heard of that guy in my life.
No, and where'd he come from? What
Dude,
school?
I don't know.
Even out of college, I don't know where he came from.
Yeah, I've never heard of him.
There he is. He's my brother. He's my motherfucking brother. Yeah, okay, it was Romeo. Now that I have it confirmed. That makes it even worse. The hands team, right? Romeo. Like I knew it wasn't Golden. I knew it wasn't Watson. I was thinking it was Wicks. I was thinking maybe it was Melton. Damn, Romeo. All right, look, again, there were several factors that led to that loss. I don't think Jacobs being banged up on crutches all week, not practicing all week, that he doesn't need to practice, okay? Not in his stage of his career, in this portion of the season. I don't think he needs to practice. He's not practicing anyway on a Wednesday or Thursday, whether he's healthy or not. LaFleur needs to put on his big boy pants and look, let's roll with Emmanuel Wilson. I don't think it changes the outcome of what happened, unfortunately. It's my brother. What are you doing? My brother is about to take down the community fantasy league right now. The community first, they call it. Community first. They have it first. They always have it first. Community first. So he's about to win that shit. He's about to like smoke them up there. Then I believe he's playing the Husot is playing the Snipes in the Shitter Bowl, the Shitter League.
That he's not going to play in next year now.
No, I didn't call it that. I did not name it that. It's just wacky. It's a wacky league. Yeah. Where I lost last week. I gave it my all. Right. And so did the other 8-9 of us who participated in a 10-team league, Rhino. 8 of us participated.
Yep, 8 of us did.
It was a 10-team league. You would think, oh man, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be intense. Yeah, like two people like left the face of this planet. 2.5 people. It's always the half.
What up, K-Space?
K-Space, what up, K-Doggy Dog? K-Goat. What up, K-Goat?
We all could play the should-have, would-have, could-have game, but when we do that, it makes us overthink the next situation.
Should have stayed Dobbs. Romeo Dobbs. Started Romeo Dobbs. This is the $1 million man we're talking about.
He just scored the 1 touchdown, right?
Yeah, I think he had like 64 yards.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have like...
Oh, yeah. So, well, it wasn't Jaden Reed. I know that. It wasn't Christian Watson. I know that. It sure as hell wasn't any Luke Muskrat. Yippee!
Chris Collinsworth. Screw Chris Collinsworth. Freaking Captain Dan Obvious.
Oh, no. He had a really good game.
On TV. I got 2 words for him. He can suck it. I can't stand him.
He's the best. He's the best one out of all.
No, he's not. He's not.
Out of all number 1 teams.
He is god awful. He's god awful, man. Every time he talks about Mahomes, he just goes like this. He's a joke.
I mean, Rhino, here's a guy. Here's a guy. Oh, Chris Collinsworth.
That's the best play of the season. I don't think I've seen a better play all season. Yeah, you said that last week before too. So just kindly shut the hell up. Anyway,
maybe it was a better play.
I'm I'm up 20 points with Diggs and 49ers kicker. My opponent has Lamar and Kittle. Who wins? See. The 20 points probably 20 points clears Lamar probably.
Yeah, and Diggs and 49ers kicker takes out Kittle.
Yeah.
I think you got that one, Steve.
Oh, Steve Goat. I'm gonna go the opposite way. I'm not suggesting at all for a second that you have this lost. But my opponent has Lamar and Kittle. There could be a lot of points between those two. And what if Diggs doesn't get there? Yeah, Steve.
I actually have more faith in the 49ers kicker than I do Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, because he's hit or miss.
Okay.
I think the kicker can get him 15.
It's possible.
I don't know about Diggs though. He's like I said, that 20-point lead, 15 points from the kicker. He can have it one.
Yeah.
Indeed. Borregales about to kick off. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and goats. Steve, I wish you the best of luck, man. I wish you the best of luck, K-Space Goat. Don't worry about no Dobbs. Should have started Dobbs. We'll see you tomorrow. Fantasy Goats, 6 o'clock. We'll go to the key takeaways and we're going to bring you right into the freaking Niners and Carly's Colts. I'll see you tomorrow.
Shavon Henderson, bring me to the championship game.
Henderson!
Play your studs.
Holy
Forget the
smokes.
matchup. Play your studs.
Henderson, we need big time tonight, along with Drake May for one team.
No, I don't need Drake May to do good.
I like the league. Oh, I'm cutting out a league. Yeah, we hear that all the time. Everybody says that all the time. We hear that all the time from everybody. Everybody says that, though. Everybody. Jonathan, you're missing the whole entire point. There were several factors that went into what the was. I'm missing the point? Oh, I'm not missing the point. I'm definitely not missing the point. I get it. A healthy Josh Jacobs into the playoffs, but Josh Jacobs playing didn't affect the outcome of that game. Isn't that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Even if he was healthy. Even if he was hurt. All right, guys. Have a wonderful evening. See you tomorrow.
Be a difference, make a difference. Stay blessed. Have a good Monday.
Again, play your studs.
Play the studs. Play the damn studs. Play them when they're healthy. Play them when they're hurt. Doesn't matter. Play them.